Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'm going to do a gear review today on an item that I'm going to be adding to my Get Home system. I was at Home Depot over the weekend and I came across this in the tool department, and you can see it fits perfectly on the spare molly straps next to my jet boil. This is called an Exhumer, and it's from a company called Dead On Tools. Now, I had known about these for a while. There had been some discussions about them on the Zombie Squad message board. And I can think of about 20 other uses for this other than what it's designed for. It's basically just a small demolition tool for prying up nails and splitting boards and stuff like that. And there's also a couple of built-in nut drivers. I don't know how good they're going to be, but I'm not really worried about that. But I mean, just taking a look at this and adding it onto my pack, I can definitely see that I can use this end right here as blunt strikes. I can use that as a hammer. I can put tent stakes or remove tent stakes using that. I can also pull stuff out with that. You can use it to pry up rocks or something like that. I can also use it to split wood. A lot of guys know that you can take your survival knife and put it on a log that you want to split, use another log and smack down on your knife and stuff like that and split the wood. But that puts a lot of wear and tear on the blade and on the back of your knife. And I figure if I can use this, I'm going to use it for that. You know, why beat up your knife if you don't have to? Another thing you can do with this is I can see breaking through frozen lakes and streams. If you have to get to a water source, if you have to boil water or something like that. I can also see using it as an anchor stake. Okay, put this into the ground if you have one piece of gear that you're going to be wanting to tie onto something and there's no trees available, you can use it as an anchor stake. If you found that perfect campsite and you have a place where you want to lay out your sleeping bag or something like that, and there's one pesky rock that's going to be in the way, you can dig around with it and pull the rock out with this and pry it up. What else? Let's see. I said prying ice. I said splitting wood. Oh, you can dig trenches and stuff like that. If you have to dig a cat hole or something like that, if you have to bury something. I don't carry a trowel with me, so I can definitely see digging a small hole with this, okay? And looking at it from a martial standpoint, because I always try to look and see if something can be used as an improvised weapon or something like that. It is long enough where if I had to use it in my weak hand to use it as a block or something like that, it pretty much does cover my forearm, where if I had to come up with any kind of block or something like that. The police officers, their PR-24s, they're designed for that. They come all the way across so they can use them to block strikes and stuff like that. And if I had to with this, it pretty much gives me some good forearm, so some forearm coverage, so I like that. And probably the coolest feature about this, and they actually list it on their advertising material. And first off, what guy doesn't want tools that has a skull and crossbone on it? But on their advertising material, there's one other thing that they say that this can do, and it's probably the most useful thing, is you can open a beer with it. And you know what? In a post-apocalyptic world, when the shit hits the fan, before the beer runs out, you're going to want something that's going to open a beer. So I'm going to add this to my pack. It weighs about 3/4 of a pound. I'm going to consider it good weight right now. We all know the difference between good weight and bad weight. I'm not going to mind having that on there. It doesn't take up that much room. It's not that heavy. All in all, if you consider that the pack might weigh 26 pounds, I don't think 26 3/4 is going to make that much of a difference. So I think once you use it once or twice, you may take it from that category of bad weight, and when you see what it did for you, you're going to convert it over to a good weight scenario, okay? So that's pretty much it, guys. I just want to say thanks to everybody that has subscribed over the past month. I think I've gotten like 60 new subscribers in the past month, and I really appreciate that. So thanks a lot. Thanks to everybody for your comments, your questions, your suggestions, even the criticisms. I appreciate them. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it, and I hope to get some new stuff up soon. Take care.